Hi, back here in the mall today, and we are going to do something from Marks and Spencer's range today by the great Chef John Kerridge. They've come up with this kind of a meal plan: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're going to do Friday, and everything apparently in this meal plan is under £2 a portion. So really important at the moment, as you know, people are trying to tighten their belts up. So we're going to do our brunch dish, but you can have this for dinner too. It should work really well, and I'm going to do my take on this dish. So simply what we have first, we're going to make a kind of a rosti, what we call a rosti potato, and I'm using lovely rooster potatoes here. Peel them. As you can see, I have myself a little bowl here, got myself a cloth and a sieve, and I'm going to grate the potatoes into the bowl, like so. This will take a few wee minutes. So the next thing we do, Ben, is we get the cloth here. We actually put a pinch of salt in here, because what the salt does is it extracts all the juice out of the potatoes. And then we're going to kind of run the potato like that. See, like that. And we're going to leave that for 15 minutes for those potatoes to let all the water soak out of it. So we'll leave them over here for 15 minutes. While that's happening, we're going to do our bacon. So in this dish we'll have some lovely bacon, chopped up. So I'm just using M&S smoked bacon here. So what we're doing now, Ben, is we're chopping up the bacon. Obviously, as you can see, bacon's going into a dry pan, which is here. And I'm going to cut another bit of bacon here, Ben, and then we're going to fry off some onion or shallot. I have shallots in the fridge to use up, but you can use an ordinary onion for this too, so there's no problem at all. And then we're going to cut our shallots in half. As you see, I'm just cooking the bacon out there in its own natural fat, no fat added to the pan at all. And then we're going to add this lovely shallot to it, or an onion would do. And what that'll do is it'll give the onion or the shallot loads of flavour. So no fancy cutting here, Jen, just slicing these. We're not getting a fancy dice or anything, we're just straightforward slice the wee shallot. Obviously we don't want the skins. Nice sharp knife. So they're going to go in here just for this. That's it. I'm going to increase my heat a wee bit. And the next thing we're going to do after this, Ben, is we're going to get our avocado ready for this. I have to be honest, I'm not a big fan of avocado. Ben says he loves it. Everybody in my house loves it, except for me. But I like when you add loads of lime juice to it and loads of chilies. But this is the recipe the Marks and Spencer's have given, has straightforward avocado, a wee bit of olive oil. So how to cut an avocado right without cutting yourself? Kind of form a wee bridge like that. Run your knife around like that. There. And you should be able to do that. Like that. A good avocado, which is soft enough, will do that. There was some chef on TV once done that, and everybody tried to copy it. Yeah. And apparently all the NEs were bummed with people. So you don't do that. You don't do that. You cut it down like this here. You get your two thumbs. See there? Pop about your thumbs. Did you like that? Do it again. Two thumbs. So you don't go near the stone at all. You go back here then, and then you try and do it that way, and then you don't get cut. Basically, you don't end up with avocado fingers. And just put that into there. Of course, any wee bad bits, if you see anything, cut it out. Okay, now next thing we're going to do with the avocado, we're just going to have a wee light olive oil. A bit of light olive oil in here.
Thank you very much.
Okay, love?
Thank you.
Thank you. Wee touch of olive oil in there. Sea salt. A tiny bit of pepper. And then we're going to use a fork. So Not that it's awkward, but I like working on this for this. And then we're just going to use our fork to smash down the avocado. Basically. It's not as easy as it looks.
That's just the salt?
A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and a wee touch of olive oil. But like a light olive oil, not one of those really. Some olive oils to be are too big in flavour. So, and just a wee pinch.
You want to do this with a lime juice or something like that?
No. I'm working off Marks and Spencer's recipes today. So if it was my own, it would be green chilli in there and a bit of lime juice. Maybe a bit of sour cream. But these are recipes that Marks and Spencer's have developed for to eat for under £2 a portion. I think it's all because what we're hopefully not getting into with all the price increases of everything. So let's hope our new Prime Minister can sort it out before it's too late. So we'll leave that side there. Really, I mean, if I was keeping that for any length of time, I'd definitely have a little bit of lemon or lime in there to stop it from losing its colour. Gonna have a wee look here now. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is, it's kind of a long-winded one, Ben, as you can see. It's not that simple. So this is gonna go onto here. Keep that off the heat for a minute. And then we're going to have a look at our potatoes again. See where they're at. And what we'll do with the potato here is we'll give it another squeeze again. Okay. So it doesn't really look like the potato. Well, it actually looks a bit like mashed potato at the moment. And what I'll do is put all that into there. Potato. Bacon. And the shallot in with it. It's kind of like a fancy hash brown, but it's called a rosti potato. Poached name. And then we're going to try and, with our butter and our flavour that's in here, we'll get a good big knob of butter in here. And we'll pick all this flavour up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get this together. Don't like that bit there. A bit more sea salt in there. Not too much because you've got bacon in there, obviously. And then we're going to add a bit of this lovely butter to bind this. So I'm going to make what you call 2 rostis out of this. Trying to get that flavour of the bacon out in the pan into there. It's all about the flavour. And we're going to mix it together like so. So this one's going to take me to use my hands, everybody. My hands are clean. So we're going to have to get this kind of like this. Form it and kind of a ball like that. For now, get another one. Form it in the ball again. And then we're gonna flatten it down, kind of like a burger, if that makes sense. Shape. We pray and hope it holds together. The starch should hold it. That one's for me, that'll be baby one. So we'll go back onto here. Get my hands washed. on there. One goes on there. We're going to now seal those on both sides until they're golden. There's a bit of work on this, and once they're sealed on both sides, I'll take about 2 minutes on each side, and then I'll finish them in the oven here for about 7 minutes. Stay around at all. So you're going to seal them again. I'll do this, you see, in there again. Give it more butter again. And then next time we're going to do, Ben will show people how to poach an egg perfectly. So, okay. There's a gentleman who wants to know how to poach an egg too. Hope I don't let you down, guys. So first thing we need is a big pot of hot water, loads of water. We need to have ourselves a bit of kitchen roll on the side. So when they come off the heat, you're setting them straight onto the kitchen roll so you're not messing about. Or a J-cloth's really good. But I couldn't find J-cloths. J-cloths are great. We love our J-cloth chefs. Have that there. And then we need some white wine vinegar.
Yeah. White wine vinegar?
I'm only using rice vinegar because that's all I had in the cupboard, but a vinegar of sorts. So I'm using white rice vinegar. So, good bit of it. Don't mess with it.
Maybe that's where I was going to
Keep a bit of salt in there too. And then we're going to go up to the boil, and we're going to create what we call a vortex. So what's a vortex? It's just a swirl. And then hopefully the eggs go into the vortex. Now, we always work from ramekins, so we're doing two. Okay? So you always have your ramekin set up. Our little cups.
Like that.
Because it gives you a smoother run into the water.
Not just splashed in.
Yeah, because especially if you're going too high, it'll just boil like that. So the whole thing is to try and get into that vortex as close as you can. Not boiled yet. And the secret to this too is, see when it hits the boil, come down to the simmer. Because the boil is too hard on the poach. That makes sense?
Would that help keep it white together?
Yes. Well, I'm hoping. Here we go. So we're creating the vortex now here.
You're practically on the water then?
Practically on the water, you see that? Oh yeah. So look good, don't it?
What does the vinegar do?
Stabilizes the whole egg white. The almond and the white, it stabilizes it, brings it all together.
Right.
Look at that. A bit like what was in a pavlova too, where you need that wee bit of citrus. You can use vinegar, or you can use lemon juice. Yeah, I'm doing all right, aren't I?
Oh, absolutely.
So even that, where we have a bit of heat going on there, I've turned that down to about number 6. I'm happy they're kind of sealed now. And what we're going to do is 3 minutes.
Oh, 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Yeah.
And that's where I was going right then.
I should give you a perfect, and I'm not timing this, so I should really time it, but 3 minutes. I should have my Alexa here and say, Alexa, 3 minutes. And I'll go over here and check what's going on with our rostis.
What heat do you have that?
The rostis are on 200. 200. So you see I'm not touching this, I'm not shaking it, I'm not disturbing it,
Better just leave it.
letting it be for that 3 minutes. Doesn't overcook them.
Really? That's a lot, isn't it? I never really thought of that.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
They're pretty good guys, aren't they?
They are. Perfect.
And then we get a wee bit of sea salt on top. Bring in our rosti.
Do you not have a restaurant now then?
Just a cookery school. That's just enough. And I wouldn't want to have one at the moment. What people are going through, electric bills and all.
Where was it in Bangor you had your?
Two in Bangor, one in the marina and one in the, used to be called the boathouse, kind of in the car park there. It was a fine dining, one was like casual.
Yeah.
But my background was working with the Guinness family. I was their chef for 7 years. I worked for them, in London and over here. So I've done that from my early 20s. So this is it, Ben. This is the real thing. And Ben, what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack the yolk so as it runs for your camera nice. So.
I like to run with the yolk, but not with the white. I don't like the white run.
Just to be finished.
And that's Tom Kerridge's Marks and Spencer's poached egg. And there's mine, there's his. You have a look at his at the bottom there. There you go, chefs. Thank you. And
oh yeah, lovely. Perfect.
Looks beautiful.
yeah.
That's good.
It's nice to see you.
Thank you.